What's going on, guys? CardMechanic here, and today I'm going to be teaching you two forces that you can do with a double back card. Let's do it. Now for the first force, I'll allow the spectator to cut the deck anywhere they want. Let's just say they cut the deck right here. I'll mark the location where they cut, just like this. And then after doing some cool hand gestures, I will tell a spectator that they cut to the ace of spades. So now if we take a look, the first face down card is the ace of spades. Now it's almost crazy how easy it is to force a card using a double back card. And you can get a double back card from almost anywhere nowadays if you order any deck through Illusionist, Theory 11, or any of your favorite playing card deck sites. If you order a deck from there, most times it comes with a double back card, and if it doesn't, you can always just take two cards and use double-sided tape and stick them together. So now that you got your double back card, we take it, we put it on top of the deck. Now the card that you want to force upon the spectator, you take and put face up as the second card. And now this force you can actually do while forcing multiple cards. So if you want to force multiple cards, you can take a chunk of cards and put them on top like this. So if you want to force multiple cards or just that one card, it's up to you choosing how many cards you choose to flip over that way. So let's just say in our case we're forcing one card, and that's the ace of spades. So you hand the deck over to the spectator, and make sure of course the deck is square, you don't want any card flashing. So you hand the deck over to the spectator and ask them to give the deck a cut. And the packet that they cut, make sure to tell them to hand that to you. So now they have their cut card right here, the card they cut to, and just say you're going to mark that location where they cut to by turning this deck over and putting it there. And now by doing this, you can continue going on with the trick, explaining things to them. You don't want to go right to revealing this card, but again, it's up to you. So now from here, you spread out, say you're going to take the first face down card, and that's going to be their card, and that is this card, and there you go. There you have the ace of spades followed by that double back card. Now in this case, let's say you want to force two cards upon the spectator. So I'll hand over one card to the spectator and allow them to put the card anywhere they want in the deck. So let's just say they put the card right here. Now from here, I'll spread out the cards, and the card is obviously in between two cards, and those two cards that this card is touching is the ace of spades and the ace of hearts. Now if you ask me to force two cards using a double back card, I would definitely not go with the first force. The first force I recommend more if you want to force only at one card, but here if you want to force two cards upon the spectator, you take your double back card, put it on top of the deck, you will go somewhere towards the center of the deck, and you're going to take the two cards that you want to force and put them face down somewhere in the center. And then you're going to put an indifferent card between these two cards. So let's just say you put this card right in between those cards. You close that up, and now you're ready to perform the force. So from here, you hand the top card over to the spectator, and make sure to not bring a whole lot of emphasis on this card because you don't want the spectator to flip this card over. So you just say, okay, we're going to take this card. I'm going to just have you put it somewhere in the center of the deck. So you hand this card over to the spectator. You want to turn this deck over because you want to say to the spectator that they're going to put the card in face down in a face-up deck, so they can pretty much put it wherever they want. Just make sure they're not putting it in between where the actual face-up card or face-down card is, because that's going to cause a lot of issues. So don't do that. So you have them put it in anywhere they want. Make sure again to not spread the deck out, otherwise they could see this other card here. So you have them put it in anywhere they want. You close that up and turn the card or the deck back over. And now you can spread out the deck and say that they inserted the card between two cards. And of course, that's always the case when you're inserting it somewhere in the center of the deck. And then you can say the two cards that you forced on them, or the two cards that you want them to select, are these two cards right next to the card they inserted. And then of course you show the ace of spades and the ace of hearts as the two forced cards. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to go check out the links below to help support my channel and to follow me on social media. So all that being said, I will see you in the next video. Oh wow, you guys are still here. I need to start leaving some prizes or something, because why else would you stay here this long? But in the meantime, like, share, subscribe, because if you do, you are awesome. Thanks for watching.